Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to the maths class. Today we are going to start a new chapter, Unit 11, Time. Okay? Please follow today's class. Students, tell me, what is this? This is a clock. Very good. And why we use clock? Clock is used to know the time, and this is the face of the clock. Okay, so we can see the numbers in clock from 1 to 12. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So this is a clock. Why we use clock? Clock is used to know the time, and this is the face of the clock, and we can see the numbers in the clock from 1 to 12. Okay? A clock has two hands. 1, 2. Okay? The shorter hand, this hand. The shorter hand tells us the hours. H-O-U-R-S, hours. Okay? And this is the longer hand, the second hand. Okay? Longer hand tells us the minutes. So this is the shorter hand. Shorter hand is called the hour hand. Okay? And this is the longer hand. It tells us the minute. So it is called the minute hand. Shorter hand, hour hand, longer hand, minute hand. Okay? Shorter hand is known as the hour hand, and longer hand is known as minute hand. This hour hand completes 2 rounds in 24 hours, morning and night. Okay? So, one day is equal to 24 hours. One day is equal to 24 hours. Okay? Now, this is the minute hand. So, minute hand completes 1 round in 60 minutes. So, 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Okay? So, one day has 24 hours. 1 hour has 60 minutes. Don't forget. Okay? Now, I will tell you how to know the time. This is shorter hand. Shorter hand is called what? Shorter hand is the hour hand. Okay? And this is the longer hand. Longer hand is called minute hand. Okay? So, when the hour hand is at 3 and the minute hand is at 12. So, the time is 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Or we can write like this: 3:00. Okay? I repeat, when the shorter hand, or we can say the hour hand, is at 3 and the longer hand, that is the minute hand, is at 12, the time is 3 o'clock. Now, see the next example. When the shorter hand or the hour hand is at 6 and the minute hand or the longer hand is at 12. So, the time is 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Or we can write like this: 6:00. Okay? Now, all of you, please take out your book and follow page number 125. Write the time in the boxes. First one, see, the hour hand is at 7 and the minute hand is at 12. So the time is 7 o'clock. Next, the hour hand is at 3 and the minute hand is at 12. The time is 3 o'clock. So write down 3:00. Next, the hour hand is at 9 and the minute hand is at 12. The time is 9 o'clock. Very good. Next, the hour hand is at 10 and the minute hand is at 12. So the time is 10 o'clock. Write down 10:00. Now see the next page, page number 126. Okay, now see, the hour hand is at 2 and the minute hand is at 12. So the time is 2 o'clock. Next, the hour hand is at 8 and the minute hand is at 12. So the time is 8 o'clock. Here, the hour hand is at 5 and the minute hand is at 12. So the time is 5 o'clock. Next, the hour hand is at 11 and the minute hand is at 12. So the time is 11 o'clock. Next, here you can see the hour hand and the minute hand, both the hands are at 12. So the time is 12 o'clock. Okay, next, the hour hand is at 1 and the minute hand is at 12. The time is 1 o'clock. The hour hand is at 6 and minute hand is at 12. So the time is 6 o'clock. Next, the hour hand is at 4 and the minute hand is at 12. So the time is 4 o'clock. Now see the next question. Draw the hour and minute hand. Hour hand is the shorter hand. Minute hand is the longer hand. Okay, it's a time is given, but you have to draw here the hands. Okay, 7 o'clock is the time. So the shorter hand will be at 7 and the longer hand will be at 12. Okay, next, 2 o'clock, the shorter hand will be at 2 and the longer hand will be at 12. Next, 5 o'clock, the shorter hand will be at 5 and longer hand will be at 12. 12 o'clock, both the hands will be at 12, like this. Next, 9 o'clock, the shorter hand will be at 9 and the longer hand will be at 12. Next, 6 o'clock, the shorter hand will be at 6 and the longer hand will be at 12. Next, 4 o'clock, the shorter hand will be at 4 and the longer hand will be at 12. 8 o'clock, the shorter hand will be at 8 and the longer hand will be at 12. Okay, now I hope you can easily know the time, isn't it? Yes. That's all for today. Have a nice day everyone and take care.